she's a class act, pulling right away, Prowess. Different class, Prowess.
I defy anybody to find a fault in her. She was big, but she was balanced and she was athletic. She had attitude, she had movement and oodles of ability.
She's got the page. What she achieved on the racetrack, whoever buys her she'll become a wonderful broodmare.
She's going to look stunning in a broodmare paddock anywhere around the world.
She was a great type and no one missed her. She really stuck out and there were some very good judges on her come the day.
Perhaps the filly in the sale, 200, 10, 210, 210 a bid. I get 210 here, 220 I've got, 30 now. I sell her, she goes for 230. What a cracking filly, Roger James.
She was just a hulk of a yearling filly.
She was just a standout. There was a lot of good judges when we bought her. Came up to either Roger or myself and said, she's one of the better yearlings I'd seen around the world.
5 lengths. Duncan Creek's running on the outside, and then El Chicoli closer to the inside with Tavachi Princess, but Prowess, as dead set, given them one on the first, got them by 10.
Yeah, the first win was incredible. To put them away in such good fashion and win by such a big margin just showed that she had that real raw ability. Cracker Millions was very special. It was touted to be the best 3-year-old race in the country that year, and that was sort of really when she stamped her mark as a very, very good horse.
The Cracker Million 3-year-old classic. What a field. There's the signal. They're off. The Rockstar 3-year-olds head for home at the 400. Where's Legato? She's too far off, I might say. It's Prowess in front. Prowess holding. Wildlife can't get it. It is Prowess. Prowess wins the Cracker Million 3-year-old classic.
This filly's just progressed, and I think she's only going to get better with time. She's certainly the best that I've been involved with.
They're off and racing in the Bone Crusher New Zealand Stakes. They're making the filly work overtime here, the favourite Prowess. She's working forward, but she's been 3 wide the early stages of the race. Homeward bound, 400 metres to go in the Group 1 Bone Crusher Stakes, and Prowess, she's done plenty of work, but she takes the lead. Championessa ranged up on the outside, and then Low Creek. Prowess digging. Championessa can't get her. Prowess, oh, she's got a Group 1.
We were going to go to the Derby 10 days ago and we made a decision not to. It was definitely the right decision.
To win a weight for age race with a 3-year-old filly was probably just as special, and again against horses that went on and ran placings in Group 1s in Australia afterwards.
She was vying favouritism for the Derby and there was a lot of publicity about it, but we'd just watched her in the work and we just felt a mile and a half might stretch her and she possibly had too much brilliance, and so we switched back to the weight for age 2000, and I think she was the first 3-year-old filly in 28 years or something to have won it, and it was a good move.
And the Prowess, the rock-solid favourite at 220. But here comes the Kiwi filly. Prowess is coming home hard, and Prowess moved up now, takes the lead in the Vinery Stud Stakes, and she's a class act, pulling right away, Prowess, to win it by 3.5 to Pavetra.
It's not easy to do that, like 2 not bad horses kick, and she was able to sort of change gears and had him reeled in halfway down the straight and made a mess of him.
I could have waited 40 years for this one.
Really?
She's special.
Could be the best?
Yep.
What makes you say that? We've just seen her once.
Things that I haven't had another horse that can do, and I've been very blessed. I've had Zonda, who was always the benchmark, Silent Achiever. I've had some lovely horses over the years. I've won this race with 60 seconds, but this filly does special things, and she's just got a great brain, and I think she's untapped.
To take any horse to Australia and win a race is special, but to win a Group 1 and win a Group 1 by a margin like that is, you can't even dream of things like that.
Prowess stomps up, took the front, Prowess, and Prowess just beat Antino.
Williams won the race in 2012 with Silent Achiever, now in partnership with Robert Wellwood. He's got now a mare of, you'd imagine, similar quality, if not maybe better in time, and that's saying a bit given the deeds of Silent Achiever.
Yeah, Crystal Mile was special in another way, in the fact that she'd done it at 3, but to see her come back at weight for age as a 4-year-old and win against some very good horses on a big day like Cox Plate was very rewarding. But that probably just gave us a taste of probably what was to be, and unfortunately her career was cut short. But no doubt there would have been more weight for age races in her trophy cabinet had she carried on.
She had so many highlights in her career, and it was a great journey. You just went from one high to another, and you wondered, where the ceiling was, and I don't think we ever reached it.
Donna Marie, been a wonderful broodmare to us. She threw that physical type she is herself, and that was obvious in January when Prowess' system to make 1.6. People don't pay that without them being near faultless.
1,600,000 down left. Peter Mooney the buyer, 1,600,000.